Stuart? Stuart? Christina.
It's Deanna.
I don't think so. You don't have to pretend anymore. I figured it out.
Figured what out?
The truth.
I'm sorry, I don't have time to.
To what, Christina?
Why do you keep calling me that? My name is Deanna.
Why did you come here?
I wanted to see more of Mr. Riley's work. Mr. Chandler let me.
I'm not talking about the gallery. I'm talking about why you came here to Pine Valley.
My book.
Which you wanted me to read.
I'm not so sure now.
I'd still like to finish it.
Well, I don't think that would be a good idea.
Why not, Deanna?
It was foolish of me to think that I should publish it.
Well, even if you decide not to publish it, I'd still like to finish it.
Why?
Because it's a compelling story. An American soldier and the woman he falls in love with. I'd like to see how it turns out.
I really must go.
But the story.
It's just a story.
Why don't you just let me see if I can finish it? An American soldier and a beautiful young woman become lovers. A child is born, isn't it? Only the political situation is very dangerous for the woman, so they have to hide their love. And they live together, happily, but in secret, until they're found out. And then trouble descends. Because if fraternizing with an American soldier was about the worst thing that a resident of Los Rios could do, then having a child with him was unforgivable. And the punishment was unescapable. And the rebel soldiers were very cruel. And they made the American have an impossible choice. He should either kill the woman that he loved or the child of that union. A child who was innocent, who had done nothing.
Don't say it anymore!
You are. It's true, isn't it? You are Christina.
Yes. I am Christina.
Christina. But Pierce, the rebels forced him to hold a gun and to shoot you.
I remember the look in his eyes. And the noise of the gun when it went off.
He saw you fall. No, he thought he killed you.
Maybe it would have been better if he had. I don't even know how long I was unconscious. But when I woke up, I was in the jail. It was dark. The pain was... I didn't want to cry out. But finally, I started to scream. I screamed for days.
I'm so sorry.
Everything that I wrote in my book about the jail, all of that is true.
You mean for 18 years?
I lived in the prison in Los Rios.
And you did nothing. You committed no crime.
Huh? I loved the wrong man. They made charges. They made up false charges. I would be in jail still if it wasn't for you.
The fact that I was trying to locate Amelia Vargas.
The rebels have settled with many governments. A journalist of your stature asking questions, it's embarrassing to them. So, I was quietly released.
Why did you come here? To me? I mean, did you know something about Pierce?
I didn't even know he was connected to you.
You didn't?
No, I didn't even know if he had survived. You were asking questions about Amelia. I thought maybe you knew she was alive. Maybe you could help me to find her.
You mean you don't know anything about her?
How could I? I haven't seen her since that day. When I first got out of prison, I went looking for Amelia, and every door was shut to me.
There's just one thing I'm not sure about. You know, when you came here to Pine Valley, obviously you were safe. So why did you use a false name?
Well, I've grown very cautious. I had to find out why you were asking about Amelia and about me.
Well, when you found out, why didn't you tell me the truth about who you were?
Pierce. Not just alive, but here. Engaged to you. A ghost from the past could ruin his life.
Well, then why did you make sure that you signed your real name in the guest book at the gallery? Why did you make sure you came face to face with Pierce last night?
Pierce is the only man I have ever loved. I had to look into his eyes again. I felt that if we faced each other, all the nightmares of the past 18 years would melt away. Only Pierce
didn't know you.
I wasn't a ghost. I was a stranger.
Maybe he didn't really look at you, Christina. You know, the room was full of people. I'm sure he was distracted.
How could he not know me?
Because it's been 18 years.
I have changed a great deal. I know I should never have written my name in the guest book. That's why I came back here to erase it. I thought that I could just destroy any trace of myself. Pierce would never have to relive the horrors. He would never even know I was here.
Because you don't want him hurt.
Of course not.
Because you still care.
I will always care.
Are you still in love with Pierce?
In love?
You were in love with Pierce once.
In another time. Another life.
You wouldn't have come all this way or cared about erasing your name from the guest book if you still didn't care.
It doesn't matter how I feel. He has forgotten me.
He remembers you.
He didn't even remember me. He didn't recognize me at all.
Christina, Pierce blamed himself for your death. He was so consumed by guilt. He erased everything. He retreated from the world. And it's only been recently he's been able to bring those images back. But the memory of loving you, that was always there. Always. If he knew you were alive.
Pretty good, Phil. Hey, I need an interesting rundown for us.
It's Pierce. Pierce is talking to Philip. He has the antique store on the corner.
He can't know I'm here.
Why?
No, please, I'm not ready. Please don't tell him.
I can't. Christina, he has to know that
Please,
you're here.
please.
You don't have to hide from him.
He's found you. He loves you. I won't take that away from him. Please, if you love Pierce, don't tell him I was here. Is there a back door?
Brooke. There you are. Hey, what happened to the meeting?
There was no meeting.
So what is it? What's going on? What are you doing here? Huh?
I was planning this little pre-wedding surprise, and I sort of needed Stuart's help, so I came here.
That's the mystery.
That's the mystery.
Nothing else?
No, I just, I don't like my cover blown. Lying makes me uncomfortable.
You're too honest for your own good. Little white lies make the world go around. Didn't you know that? Crazy girl. Hey there.
Hey,
Take a look at this.
what is it?
It's a landscape design.
Oh, gee. I thought we were just planting flowers.
Oh, I'm creating a garden. See? There's color, size, seasonality. It's a lot more complicated than it looks.
I can see that.
How do you feel about red maple?
I love red maple.
Good. With an island around it, with irises, dahlias, and tiger lilies. And you know what? We'll mark the anniversaries by the growth of the red maple. I'm going to run back to the nursery and see what they think about the compatibility of my design, okay? What are you expecting?
No,